The Lost Art Project, Veteran Voices with Andrew Cox. Preserving history, one veteran story at a time. Marine Corps League and Till Valhalla Project Ambassador. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast that's given a voice to our veterans. The Lost Art Project, Veteran Voices with Andrew Cox.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Lost Art Project, Veterans Stories. But before we get into the episode, are you guys enjoying the podcast? Make sure you go hit up the website. That's the lostart.podbean.com. Go check us out, see what we're all about. There's all kinds of goodies there. I'm telling you, if you're looking for some place for veterans and they need something, there's tons of websites that are there and organizations that are there to help veterans. So please go check that out. Also, there's a couple ways you can help support us. You can always go to that website and click on the one-time donation link, and you can become a patron with a monthly donation. You can also purchase merchandise. That was a big thing I was selling today. We updated the merchandise to reflect where we're going in the future. It now is all about the Lost Art Project, Veterans Voices. So yeah, that's what it's all about. We changed everything and it's good to go now. So go in there and get you some cool gear, help support us. And as always, you can always advertise right here on the podcast. All you got to do is let me know, shoot me an email, do something like that. But Till Valhalla Project's out there doing amazing things. They still continue to do amazing things, and you guys need to support them. So go check them out at their website, tillvalhallaproject.com.
Are you a Marine veteran? Are you missing that bond you had on active duty? Then I have a place for you. Join the only congressionally chartered Marine Corps Veteran Service Organization, the Marine Corps League. Get that brother and sisterhood back in your life. Become one of the fewer, the prouder, a Marine Corps League member.
Oh boy, do we have an episode today. I have got none other than the crew. So let's go around the country. Here we go. Man, oh man, I got Mike, I got Jim, man. How y'all doing, Mike? What's going on?
I'm doing good. Staying busy. Got home Monday night from the great state of Tennessee.
That's right.
And
you were up there quite a while.
Yeah, I got back home and then had to go to Alabama twice, yesterday and today.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Just a little 3.5, 4 hour jaunt over there.
Yeah.
I got sent over there yesterday to do something, and I turned around. I couldn't do it, so I had to come back home and then turn around and go back today and do it. So yeah, it is what it is. So,
fun times. I love it.
Okay. At the end of the day, when you look at it, I'm getting paid. So,
wow, there you go.
I got to sit in the truck for almost 4 hours each way and listen to podcasts.
Nice. Did you listen to your podcast?
Yeah, actually, I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you listen to yourself. My hat is crooked and it's driving me crazy. I can't take it. Does it look crooked to you guys? Does it look straight?
It doesn't look any different than it normally does.
Oh man, come on.
What'd you do? Sit on it or something?
Huh?
Did you do? Sit on it or something?
No. Okay. Well, just so everybody knows, after Labor Day, you know what happens, right?
You can't wear white.
Well, there's that.
Good thing I never do that anyway.
What?
But for people that like to wear hats, after Labor Day, you switch to the felt hats. You get rid of the straw and all that stuff. So,
gotcha.
So I pulled this off the shelf, not off the shelf, off my hat rack over there. And yeah, it's just not right. And I could see it in the, maybe I'm just not centered or something. Maybe it looks like this part's a little high. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways.
Well, it looks fine. And then you do that and the whole hat tilts on your head.
I don't know, man.
Get a
You're just not
haircut.
used to wearing it. You're not used to wearing it.
That
That's
is
all.
true. I haven't wore this one in a while.
You need to go someplace and get them to steam it out again. Don't they do that?
I have my own.
Steam
I
it?
have my own
Oh,
steamer.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know where it is, but I
Like,
have one.
you get a haircut
It's
too.
either in a box or underneath my motorhome somewhere. So, but
Yeah,
I do
it
have
could
one.
be. Jim could have a point there. You may need a haircut. That may be half the problem.
No, I'm gonna let it go. I was looking at pictures with my lovely flowing locks, and yeah, I think I'm gonna just let it grow again. I liked it, so I don't know. We'll see.
I'll send you some hair bobbits or whatever my kids call them.
Put
Yeah,
little clips in it.
yeah. The bobby pins or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt with my hat crap, but Jim, how you doing?
I'm surviving, guys. I'm doing better today than I did the other day, so I'll take that as a win.
There you go. Moving in the right direction, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, I hope so. It's just a battle I have, but I'll keep putting one foot in front of the other.
That's
God
right.
forgive my voice right now.
That's all right. You're
Not
all
sure
good.
that's ever gonna get better, but we'll survive.
Yeah, I think you sound pretty cool with that voice. I mean, it's real low and
That it is.
yeah. I think you're rocking it like you
It,
should
it
right there.
it's not real good for the sales process, but it'll work.
I love it. Well,
I think what Andrew was trying to say is it's pretty sexy, and I was like, "We're gonna cross that boundary. We're cross that line." Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is. What are you gonna say? I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey,
people say mine's deep, but yeah, Jim's got me beat on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim's got a deep voice today, man. He's rocking that deep voice. I gotta
What
go.
do they call that in the radio industry? What do they call that? Neck nuts?
yeah, something
What?
like that.
Neck nuts, yeah. When you hear people on the radio or something, they're like, yeah, real like kind of
Yeah, you got that
heavily
deep
but deep
voice.
voice. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I'm
call
told
it.
a
They're like,
lot. You have a radio voice.
yeah, they're like, yeah, you got neck nuts.
I'm gonna have to
I've
send
never
you a
heard that.
video. I'm gonna have to send you my video of me doing my way.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'm sharing this I'm watching you guys on the Facebook right now.
Okay.
I can see you. But
It confuses me if I try to do that. I'm not that talented.
I had to go over there and share it on the Lost Art page because it goes on my personal page, so I have to share it on the other one.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know why it does that, but I can't stream to the other one because I guess it's a secondary account underneath it, so it always goes to the primary account. Something like that. I don't know, but I just do a workaround and it works. So
there you go.
Yeah. Well, shoot, Jim, you were telling us that you were dying laughing about Sunday. You were Sunday's podcast got a little crazy, I think.
It got interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your special guest came on later in the podcast was rather humorous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She may have had a little bit to drink.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, that was a first for the podcast. There's never been, none of us have ever been like that.
Because we never
Right.
ever seen anybody else like that.
Never.
On this podcast.
Never has anyone ever done that.
They probably think I'm always doing that.
No, it was funny for a little bit, and then it was,
Yeah.
Well,
she may be watching now, and I'm not talking crap, but I think it was kind of it was kind of getting to the point where it was almost therapeutic. It's like, okay,
yeah,
you got to talk, you got to talk, So
you got to let it out sometimes,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have somebody to vent to, somebody to,
Oh, I failed my RUO exam today, so.
You failed what?
I
failed the Are you okay mentally exam today.
Oh.
Because they said, do you ever wish you didn't wake up? I'm like, yeah, you live my life. Of course I feel that way.
Yeah. Those questions are, I don't know. if you
And
honestly answer them and everything, I don't
you're gonna
know.
fail.
Yeah,
Well,
I
and then he
Well,
goes, "Are you gonna hurt yourself?" I said, "No, I wear this red bracelet. It's a fire team. It's a suicide prevention thing for veterans.
yeah,
yeah,
I will get them on the show with you one day."
yeah,
Um, I said I wear this so I can help people. Don't do that. I'm sure
yeah,
you're going to do that.
yeah,
yeah,
So I
absolutely.
can go
Yeah, I do
home
the
now.
same
Thank
thing.
you.
yeah,
I got my bracelet on too, so
Absolutely, every
yeah,
day. And he
that's
goes, "Do
right.
you know the number?" I said, it's the stickers on the back of my truck." Okay.
They say it's 22 a day. That's the statistics,
Well,
but
it's more than that, right?
it's considerably
yeah,
more than that because there's a
It's
lot that don't get reported and stuff.
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
when you had that guy on where he talks about like DUIs,
Hmm.
drunk accidents, and all that stuff. So we tend to do things, especially veterans,
Hmm.
that are gonna make sure we die.
yeah,
So, if it's not with the weapon, it's usually by a nasty car accident or I fell off
Right.
of something very large. But that's the other reason that, construction workers, because of the type of people they have working for them a lot of
Mhm.
times, that sometimes they just an accident happens and they fall from 20 stories and we wonder why, but it's probably because they didn't think they had any way out.
It's
yeah,
very possible. Yeah.
But the number that the auditors of the VA did actually hold the numbers somewhere between 35 and 42 a day.
That's a lot, man. I mean,
Yeah,
22
it's
is a
too
lot.
many. Yeah, 22 is
yeah,
like, and the only reason they stick with 22 is because it has caught on and
Yeah.
everybody
yeah,
uses it, and
yeah,
it's a number. But think about this, it's a number it's a big enough number to make the American public think about it,
True.
and it's not too big to make them get
yeah,
mad about it,
yeah. But it's
and
not
it's
an oh
not
my
too,
God, yeah, yeah,
it's really a marketing ploy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I what do you guys think, and this is for the listeners too that's out there that's listening, but what do you guys think as far as what's the best way to help somebody if they're in their time of need, right? So if you personally are in your time of need, what do you want? What do you need?
I just need a buddy to be there for me.
Just somebody to
Yeah.
talk to, basically.
Yeah. I mean, the way it happened is, so if this happens, then I am podcast, it happens. If I start to cry, guys, it's just part of the disease.
No, you're good.
Um,
You don't have to
no,
apologize.
I know that with you guys, I was never worried, but because it's probably gonna happen. I went, so my eyes were killing me the last few days. My left eye
Hmm.
was like someone was in the back just pushing on it.
Mm.
So I went to the eye doctor, and I had a fourth year med student, in there working on me, which I had no problems with. And he brought the doctor in. She found some eyelashes, but then at the same time, she realized it was my 6 month checkup for my mental health, where
Yeah.
they question you on the spot.
Hmm.
And when he asked me, "Have I ever thought about not wanting to wake up?" I just started bawling. I
Yeah.
said, "Dude, you have no idea." And then he goes, "In your life, have you ever wanted to kill yourself?" I said, "In my life? Yeah."
Yeah.
He goes, "Are you thinking about it now?" I said, "No."
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a tough deal. I was
It
struggling with
was.
stuff recently too.
But I will say
yeah,
this, that when and the doctor and the med student was in the room when he asked me, she had him close the door, immediately just sat down. She was super nice.
Yeah.
Like she I know she's an optometrist, but she was super nice, and she called mental health immediately
Wow.
and got somebody on the line for me to talk to.
Hmm.
And he's gonna do a follow up with me in 3 weeks. Um, but he gave me, he's not supposed to do this, but he gave me his office number in case I need to talk to him sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, look, I got a big network of family and friends. And he goes, how
Mhm.
big? I'm like, pretty big. Because I knew I could talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But the
That's,
key is we have to use that network, and we're all guilty of not doing it sometimes.
oh
Well, we
yeah.
are, and I just when it happened today, it was like God said, "You need to say it, son,"
Yeah.
and I did. I just
Yeah.
did. Because
Yeah.
normally, the answer is no.
Hmm.
Because we are quick to say no about everything.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, because I mean, for all of us, I mean, maybe it's different now, Andrew, and I mean, you're the most recent to have gotten out of the Marine Corps, retired, and maybe things are different. We've talked about this, but
Hmm.
for you to sit and say, especially I say Marine Corps because that's us, but in the
Right,
military, and law enforcement or firefighters or
right.
stuff like that, to say something's wrong, I'm not good. It's almost like a damn death sentence.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
All right.
But you're right, Mike. It is.
Yeah, it's like a
And
death sentence.
you know the and it shouldn't be that way. And I know that they say that this younger generation is the one that's struggling the most, but that's just because us old folks very rarely talk about it.
Yeah,
You and
absolutely. Yeah,
I, we put on the
yeah.
big tough guy, but when we're vulnerable, we're not all that tough.
No,
I mean,
no. When I get to that point, my wife knows because I just quit talking.
right, exactly.
I don't talk. I don't. I just.
No, when you
She
start
goes.
tricking,
She goes. Are you something wrong? And I was like, No, I'm fine. She goes.
she goes, uh huh.
Excuse my language, but it's. She's like, quit bullshitting me. I know
Oh,
better, and
right, exactly, and that's
you
good.
know, yeah.
You
But
know,
and it's
I
hard. I mean, it's
it
hard.
is hard.
And I mean, maybe it's a learned trait. And I mean, unfortunately, I've talked to Andrew about this extensively. Well, I've talked to him a lot. I don't know how extensively I've talked about it, but with
Hmm.
him, but I had to, go to a freaking psychologist and a psychiatrist, and they
Yeah.
freaking put me on everything and anything. And I'd sit here at the kitchen table from the time my kids left for school in the morning till the time they got home with the same cup of cold freaking ass coffee,
Right,
and I wouldn't sit and talk. I wouldn't, and I had to finally get to that point where I had to literally break down, and it was like, okay, and that's, sometimes my wife, she's like, is something wrong? I'm like, no, I'm fine. But something will push me, and I'm not, I try not to be, I'm not a violent human being. I don't go around punching holes in walls and beating
right,
animals and,
right,
what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't sit there, I don't call my wife names or call people names. But I'll get to a point and I just start getting loud. And
Hmm.
she's like, why are you yelling at me? And I'm like, I'm not. I've just got to get this out. I've got to get this out. I'm
Hmm.
not yelling at you. I just need you to listen. And I'm guilty of that too. A lot of times she just
Yeah.
needs me to listen and I don't, because I instantly start to try to fix her problems.
Right.
right.
And
That's a man thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I get
Absolutely.
upset if she's upset, and I'm like, no, bullshit. They don't, somebody doesn't get to treat you like that, or
Right.
and she's like, I don't need you to tell me, I just need you to listen. And then when I start doing it, it's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I just need you to listen. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just freaking
Right.
mad in general. And I need to get this shit out, because once I get it out, and I learned that talking to a damn psychologist.
Hmm.
But you're right. That's where when
Yeah.
I went through anger counseling, because I was so angry at one time in my life. I did punch holes in walls and
Hmm.
stuff like that. And yell a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think a
but
lot
it
of us
took
have
me.
been there.
Well,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
we have. I'm not even afraid to tell my story. So
Yeah.
that's just life.
Yeah.
I'm a much better man now than I was then. I tell you that. But um, I think that when I had my kids, it also allowed me to see things I don't want to scare them either. So
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
but Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about some of the things with mental health. They just want to throw a pill at you, and they really don't want you to tell
Yeah,
them how you feel with that
yeah,
Right.
pill. You know, what they want to hear is they want you to tell them you feel better. Well, if you're so numb that nothing bothers you, yeah, you're better. You're not
yeah,
angry anymore. So in that
Hmm.
yeah. But
aspect,
you're not dealing with the root issue of what the hell's going
right,
on.
you're just
Yeah,
numbing us. Now,
yeah. It's just a
the
damn band-aid.
The
Yeah.
funny thing is my neurologist had prescribed me this one medication for, my neuropathy.
Hmm.
Um, because I'm very numb and I don't feel things on the front of my legs. By the way, I still don't feel things on my legs. Um, so it really didn't do it, but I figured, well, it's also an antidepressant and anxiety
Mm.
medication. Well, when I talked to them, I had come off it because one of the rare side effects was the speech thing I'm dealing with. I
Hmm.
didn't think it was it, but you have to exhaust all opportunities as you're
Yeah.
thinking about, all right, do you have to retire or do you have to
Yeah,
find a different job?
Hmm.
Um, and so I came off of it. Well, when I talked to the psychiatrist today, he goes, "Are you still taking that medicine?" I said, "No." He goes, "It's used for multiple reasons, but for you, I'm taking over that medication for you. Um, get back on it and get some of the anxiety you got going on to calm down."
Yeah.
So he said that I have a feeling that's probably the whimpering and the crying that I've been dealing with, and I whimper like a dog sometimes, um, just out of the blue. And I think that's just happened in the last few weeks. So
Mm.
since I came off the medication, so
Right.
yeah, the anxiety is at a big level. I
yeah,
had a panic attack at work last night. I had to leave, so
yeah,
um, I went back on it today. I said, "Well, you can send me more. I got enough before you get it to me. I'll get back on it." So,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it
and I
happens.
know at least that one doesn't mess with me mentally and all that because I've been
Hmm.
taking it for 2 years. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah. That ain't.
I don't, go ahead, Andrew. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was just going to say the anxiety aspect is that's a real deal. And I was having, I don't know if you call it panic attacks. Maybe it is. I have no idea. But I was having issues recently with that. And it was just like everything was just, it's almost like everything closes in on you. And it's like you can't see everything
right.
the right way.
Yeah,
And
everything just gets extremely blurry, and that's my issue. It's almost like you get into this tunnel vision.
yeah,
It's like everything's coming at you from every direction, and it's like I can't.
yeah.
And the problem is you can't escape it.
Hmm.
There's no
No, you
escape.
can't. It's
Yeah,
like
Very true.
this morning when I was at work. I went to work because I work night shift and day
Hmm.
shift, although I'm off tomorrow. But I worked tonight at 3. Well, I got there and I did my normal routine. By 4:30 though, I was just like, I can't do this today.
yeah,
Hmm.
I can't walk in there and deal with those guys today. I'm gonna lose
yeah,
it. And I knew, and so I texted my boss. I gotta go.
Yeah.
yeah,
They know me, and I've been with them for 15 years, and
Hmm.
um you know, it's UPS. They treat me well. So,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was. What I was going to say was, driving today, listening to you just the other podcast I listen to, just guys
Shame
from
on you.
Brooklyn, two guys from Brooklyn that do a podcast, and they call
Hmm.
themselves the Brooklyn Boys. And one just sits there and rants and raves about this and this and that, and the other one, they they call him bougie because he's got to have the best of, goes on vacation, he's got to get a freaking villa in Jamaica and stuff
Oh,
like that. And but
nice.
anyways, in between, it's on iHeartRadio, but it's they play ads, and it
Hmm.
it just kept playing over and over and over, and I kept hitting. I'm like, God damn, skip, just skip. I'm tired of listening. But all of a sudden, finally, it came on, and I was sitting there listening to it, and I was like, "Holy crap!" And it's a doctor, but she was talking. She's on a podcast, but she was talking about how with her patients, you know, a lot of doctors or psychiatrists and that automatically they just go to the standard Prozac, what is it, Lexapro,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
crap like that. And she said, she was talking and she said, for a lot of people, those do not work. They don't work. They actually have a reverse effect. And so she actually, every time she starts dealing with somebody, she does a genetic background test on them. Because she said, we want to treat everybody with, it has problems, and it may just be some people just need the edge taken off.
Yeah.
Right.
Other people need more extensive therapy and treatment. But she said, I can't just prescribe the same thing to everybody and hope it works.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying with the genetic testing, she's able to find out your genetic background, what medications would best work for you, with the ultimate goal of taking you off of them at some point in time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll have to sit and go back and listen to see if I can find it and send it out. But I was like, holy shit.
My daughter's going to UT. She's thinking about, she was gonna go into counseling, psychology, and stuff. But she's still gonna stay there. But I think she's gonna go. She wants to be a psychiatrist now, because what she has said is that while she doesn't believe in just medication right away, because sometimes you just gotta talk it out.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's really bad, you might have to give them some medication to
Yeah.
calm them down. But that's her whole goal, is to get them to where they never meet
Yeah.
it again either. She's a smart cookie, so I was impressed.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
big
good.
thing. For some people, it's necessary.
Yeah,
For
I
other
don't know
for
if
other
I ever
people, it's
showed
just
you
a
guys
matter
this.
of
Let's
just
sit here and do this.
what's that?
I'm gonna see if
Uh-oh.
He hit the wrong button.
He pulled a me.
Yeah, you
I
were doing
promise
that
you
the
I'm
other
coming
day.
back. Yeah, I promise you I'm coming back, but I gotta pause my camera real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm here by myself. If anybody's out there and you want to chat with me, I'm here. So Jim's back. All right.
all right, you see that?
Yeah.
So that those boots, and there's a Bible with
Uh-huh.
dog tags, and there's a soldier right there.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter painted that.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I meant to show you guys that
I wish I
a
could
while
paint.
back. Yeah, me too.
I wish I could do a lot of things, I guess.
That's not my forte right there.
So when we were talking about struggling and getting help, I was talking to, or I wasn't talking, I was looking at one of the guys that does social media stuff for, oh man, who is it? The American Legion. And he does a lot of stuff for them, but he was talking to the VA secretary, and the VA secretary was saying that they're looking at alternative medicines and cutting through the red tape and doing the alternative stuff. So, and there's tons of alternative medications out there.
Oh yes, that the VA won't give
Mushrooms.
to
I mean,
you.
there's all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I know. I wish they cut through the red tape about pain too.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can give me all the pain pills you want, but they don't. They take the edge off. I'm still in pain.
Yeah.
Just makes it tolerable. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And it also keeps me up. Like I thought I was gonna miss tonight because I laid down,
Mm-hmm.
and if I lay down, usually I don't make it. But I woke up, my back just said, "No, you're not sleeping now." So I was like, "Well, I'm gonna join Andrew and Mike."
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I'm sorry your back is hurting. That's never
It's
fun.
okay. It's just part of what. So it's just part of what you deal with. You
Yeah.
know, I think I told you guys this. So I was in the VA one time, and an Air Force guy says, "You know what I find the funniest?" I said, "What's that?" He goes, "You in the Army brag about who's best. All I know is you guys got the most people on walkers and canes." I'm like,
He's
"That's
not
because we."
wrong.
I said, "It's just because we did real man stuff."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man. I was just talking earlier when I was just doing the live about the Space Force. And I'm like, man, the
What do
Space
they
Force is
do?
where it's
They
at.
get carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah. I was like a Space Force. If I could have transferred over to the Space Force, I would have done it. But they didn't
Yeah,
want a crusty Master Gunny over there for sure.
no,
Yeah,
they want.
extremely opinionated, and
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's the
the
last
yeah,
thing
Space
they needed.
Force never wants a old crusty Marine over there.
Yeah. Oh
They want to
man.
know how to handle the bark.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Well, it's not
The
even
bark.
Space Force. I mean, how is an inter-service transfer like to the Air Force? I mean, does the
Oh
Air
my
Force,
goodness.
do they
Yeah.
accept?
Well, for a long time, the Space Force, when they first kicked off, they were accepting transfers, and they
Oh,
were
really?
accepting like senior enlisted and stuff like that as well, because they were trying to fill up the ranks. And
Yeah,
Right.
but you had to have a special skill of some nature,
yeah,
those type of
yeah.
things. And I have a special skill. It's just not what they want. So
You just don't even see any advertisements for Space Force.
you're right. I don't ever see an advertisement for them.
I've never met anybody in the Space Force.
I met one guy I've met in the Space Force. In fact, I'm looking for, if anybody's out there knows anybody in the daggum Space Force that'd be willing to come on the podcast, that would be awesome because I want to know about the Space Force.
Yes, I would like to know more about what I see than just on TikTok as we make fun of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say there's probably none of them are ready to get out yet, but I mean, they've been around since what? 20?
17.
7 years or so?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
It's,
The first
I
time
don't know.
Trump
I
was in
don't know what their
office.
enlistments are, but
Yeah. Well, they got a huge amount of transfers from the Air Force.
well, I'm
So
sure.
tons of them
Yeah,
went from the Air Force over. So there are guys that are ready to retire and have retired out of the Space
Yeah.
Force who spent the majority of their career in the Air Force.
yeah.
So
I guess the 9 to 5 job wasn't good enough for him.
Come on, Jim. Now. Let's not talk bad about our.
Oh, I love our brothers over there,
That's
but
why. That's why they don't want to come on. They're like, hell, I ain't going on there. Well, all they're gonna do is talk shit about me the whole damn time.
Bone is pretty
uh,
good.
It's like, well, you can talk shit about us too. I was in the band, so I mean, whatever.
Well, I wasn't in the band.
so December 20, 2019 was when the Space Force came around.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was late. I thought
I
it was
knew
right before
Trump did
20.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
So they came along. I think we can blame the Space Force on COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way I look at it.
Hmm.
Because when they came alive, then that's when the virus
COVID
came
happened.
out.
That's right. They
Yeah.
brought it with them.
Yeah,
And none of them got it because they were all holed up in a mountain somewhere.
they
Freaking.
not only
Yeah,
that, they're probably up in space. Who knows?
yeah.
We don't know what they
Hey,
do.
we don't know what they do.
We probably won't know what they do for years and years and years.
Probably not.
Well, we've talked about this before, but what is their? Do they have like an official song?
Yeah,
Yes,
Do
they
they?
they
do.
do, and they have a slogan too. It's called
Um,
Semper Supra.
what is that? Semper
Uh,
Supra.
yeah, I don't know.
All right,
I
I'm gonna
just
look it
I
up.
laugh
Google will
about
tell
it.
you.
I laugh about it because yeah, okay. I know
It,
they're a
it
derivative
means
Air
something.
Force.
Always above is what
Always
Semper
above.
Supra means. And then what was the other question?
The song.
Yeah, if they have
Oh,
an.
yeah.
Do they have a Yeah.
This is the Space Force fighting song.
Space Force song. Here we go. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play it. See if it'll work.
That was great, Mike.
That's not working. I was gonna. Okay, let's see if this. Nope.
We track satellites all day long. We have big lasers that shoot down ships, Sam.
Now that, oh man.
I mean,
sorry, anybody there in Space
Force
Force.
that
Come on, it's got to be here.
Bro, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they should be bragging about, well, you know, they didn't do it. It's probably the Marines.
Yeah.
But
okay, here we go. The official.
Where the mighty watch the light, guardians beyond the blue, the invisible front line, war fighters brave and true. Though we reaching into space, there's no limit to our sky, standing guard for night and day. We're the Space Force from on high.
There you go. That was it. Did y'all hear it?
Yeah, all I heard was "We're the invisible front line."
Man, you run circles around 35-year-old guys. How do you get in such great shape? Well, I just
What the hell are you watching?
I don't know.
What are you watching?
It's a commercial on YouTube.
Yeah. Clear out your history, dude. Something popped up that was like, what the heck are you?
Oh God, man.
Yeah, they need a little more time. You know, it doesn't have the oomph in it yet.
Well, it is a derivative of the Air Force.
I gotta say though, the Air Force song it's kicking. I do like the Air Force song.
Ours is better.
I agree. Nobody can touch ours, but I'm just saying that. And did you know the Army song? It's actually like what I knew as what the Army song is not. There's a whole like beginning.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that. I did because we never played that. We just played the and the caissons go rolling along or whatever it is, and the Army goes.
But nobody Army can tell you what it is.
Oh no, they are required to sing it now.
Oh really?
Yes.
They didn't used to be. I know that for a fact. Yeah.
You know, the Marines and every time the Marines hymn is played, they're supposed to sing it.
Yeah.
Every time. Wow. Same thing with Army.
Well, yeah, Marines do.
I'll pull up the Army one and see what it is. It's very interesting.
Yeah, all I know is like over here, over there.
Yeah. But there's a whole part before all that.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, here we go. See if this plays.
March along, sing a song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. And it's high, hey, the army's on its way. Now the front page is loud and strong. So wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Shh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what was playing then.
Don't be playing any more of that stuff from.
That's my
something called something hub. I don't know what you had going on there. But,
It's called Military Song Hub.
Oh, okay.
Military
Okay. I
Song
got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mhm. How do you stay in such good shape?
I was gonna start a OnlyFans. I was gonna start an OnlyFans page. Yeah, I was going to, and with the OnlyFans page, it was gonna be dad bods. That's what it was gonna be called, because I could do that. I mean, I could at least do a dad bod.
I thought you were going to send out like your old Crocs or something to people. It's like,
Hey,
send
I
them
might. If there's money in it, I'll send out my old Crocs. If there's some old freak out there wants my Crocs, I'll send them right away, man.
Hey, people have a foot fetish and they pay
Yeah.
for pictures of people's feet.
Yeah.
My kid will always tell me to do it because I got 9 toes.
Oh, people might like that.
I know.
That's
She's
true.
like, Dad, you got the extra. You're missing that toe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, that's okay.
We got two listeners right now. So which one of
I
you
had
has
10
the
at
foot
one
fetish?
time. I had 10 at one time. One got amputated.
It got taken away. Was it a pinky toe? What was it?
No, it was what I call the ring toe because it was not.
Oh.
Yeah, it had MRSA.
Oh, yeah. That's no joke.
No, it's no joke.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing it went away.
Yeah. The toe.
Yeah.
Yes, the toe. Yes.
Yeah.
The toe with MRSA. They both went away. Yeah, they're yeah.
They got it early, so I'm not too upset. That's all I had to take.
Yeah.
So how the heck did we go from like mental health stuff to now we're talking about we're slamming on the Space Force and now we're
why do we get to areas we ever get to on this show? Keep lifting up. Anyway.
What else you guys want to chat about? Is there anybody out there? We got 4 listeners. We're up there. We're high speed, man. Hey, you 4 listeners, somebody tell us what we need to talk about. I also have the TikTokers going, but I haven't gotten anybody on the TikTokers that said anything that I'm aware of, at least.
You haven't seen anything. Nobody's posted anything on the screen.
No,
I haven't
they've
seen
not.
anything.
No questions or no highs. Come on, people. We're not mean.
Well, some of us. Mike.
I mean, we could. Oh,
Yeah.
Mike's so mean.
Look at him.
I'm a big bully. Everybody says I'm mean, but I'm like, what did I do to you? I didn't do shit to you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Shut the fuck up. I was like, what the fuck you bitch at me? Hey, did I tell you the story about the guy that was having a train? Newer guy. It's been 2 weeks now. 3 weeks now.
That you have to train. No.
Yeah,
well,
I've been
you
training.
Did talk about him. Well, I don't know if it's the same one.
Did I tell you about his phone
a while back?
Did I tell you about the phone incident?
No, I don't think so.
No, just nonstop freaking on his damn phone. Just, I'm literally talking to him. I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to be training you. You're supposed to be shadowing me. You're supposed to be doing stuff. And I was standing there watching a machine run. And it's hard to explain, but I'll just say a machine. And the machine was running, but I said, hey, do you hear that?
Crickets.
I said, hey, what do you think's going on right now? Do you hear that? I looked at him. I said, put your damn phone down. Put your phone down. Put it away.
You had to treat him like a kid.
He's like, I'm sorry. Yeah, my wife's at the gym with my sister-in-law. So what the hell does that have to do with what we're doing right now? Well, I said, he goes, well, what? I said, what did I say? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you hear that? Something's not right. Do you hear that? He goes, he's got his damn phone out again. I freaking snatched his phone and took it and chucked it out. Literally grabbed his phone, and I took it and threw it all out the back of the package shed and landed out in the dirt out there. And he goes, what the, he's going off on me. I said, I swear to God, man, go get your damn phone, get your truck, and leave. It's like, really? I said, I'm supposed to be training you for you to take over this job. And I said, you're too busy worried about this and that. And I said, if you got something you have to deal with, then freaking tell me you got something you got to deal with.
Yeah.
Go deal with
Like,
it.
just say, hey, man, I said, I'm sorry, but, I got to go. I got to go call my wife real quick. I'd be like, yeah, fine, go, man.
Yeah.
I kid you not, and I didn't even exaggerate. I didn't even go as far as it was. I just literally was like, and it's like, I was like, man, if you see me standing here with my tools, you probably ought to have your tools.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go get my tools. Not saying he's a bad person, but I'm just like, come on now.
Well, he's
And
done it, I guarantee
It's a
it.
different
well,
mentality.
he's
for
34,
young folks, so.
but
Oh, yeah,
he's
How old you said?
young,
34.
baby.
Well, that's pretty old.
Well, yeah, and in my opinion, yes.
I mean, old enough to know better, like when you're
Yeah.
working and somebody's trying to train you to pay attention.
Well, that's true.
But yeah, just as far as it's amazing, and that's why, Andrew, I've talked to you about it before. Is like, I don't know how you've done it. You did it for so long,
There's a
because
reason
I've been on the
retired.
Marine Corps. Yeah, I've been on the Marine Corps a while now. I can't imagine it's this mindset. See, like when I go, I go to a customer, I've got a work phone and I got my personal phone. My personal phone stays in the truck.
Yeah.
Right.
And I put my work phone in my pocket, because while I'm someplace, somebody else may be calling me, or and I'll literally pull it out and I'll be like, I just look at it because I may not hear it, and I stick it back in my pocket. And I said to him, I was like, dude, what is your deal, man? And he goes, oh, I got to go take, I got to take this call real quick. Or I was like, if you can't do this, then just say you can't do it. But I mean, that's my thing now, as far as, training, am
Like
I
you're wasting
past
your
the
time.
point? Am I past the point, age wise? We keep talking about, we're all getting old, we're older, talking about being mean. But,
yeah. We're
am I
definitely
like,
on the porch, the old grandpa
I'm
on
like,
the porch.
am I the get off my lawn, kind of guy, or freaking
That's us.
taking their ball that went over the fence and
No.
stabbing it and throwing a trash can kind of person? I'm like,
You
I
know,
try not to be.
Hey, Mike, you're a Marine. There's this thing called an X in our generation.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't get away with crap, and we don't like letting other people get away with crap. So we either work or get out the front porch. And that's reality. That's just us.
Yeah.
Your podcast you did with that gentleman with the glass, the older gentleman, his brother went in the Army, and he went in the Marine Corps because he didn't want to go in the Army or Navy because,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he said, where's my phone call every week?
Yeah. He's like, I'm not getting no phone call.
I thought it was great. I mean, yeah, he is the Marine Corps. I don't know what they get now. I don't know, but
They don't get no phone. I don't think. Well, I haven't asked anybody recently, but I don't
I'm
think that
afraid
they're
to
getting
ask.
phones.
I
don't
would
think
think
they are.
not. I can't imagine we change that much.
There's
the
no
only reason
way.
I got a phone call in boot camp in '92 was because I was one of the top 3 experts in the platoon.
Yeah.
And, we literally got it wasn't even 15 minutes. It was like, there was a pay phone at the chow hall in 3rd Battalion at Paris Island. And the drill instructor's like, 3 of you go, it was on a Sunday. He's like, 3 of you get a phone call, go. And he goes, I want to say it was 5 minutes. He said, each one of you got 5
Oh
minutes.
shoot.
Yeah. None of us had watches. So we're literally sitting there trying to figure out, okay, to my 5 minutes. Now we probably only did like 2 minutes. Would never date her.
Yeah,
I like it,
I've
Brian.
heard those things. I mean, my ex-wife said she never dated another Marine either. That
I don't know
she's
why.
a Marine too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said
We're
2.0, hey?
yeah. We're definitely oddballs, that's for sure. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not just the Marine Corps. I mean, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
we tend to. I don't even know how the hell to say it. Like, we have a tendency to change the spectrum on things as far as how we act and sense of humor. But even you get into older veterans, even in the Army and stuff like that, they're the same damn way. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it seems like the Marine Corps just held on to a different standards for hell of a lot longer than everybody else did. So
Yeah.
we've all got that stupid sense of humor. We all,
Yeah, well, I also think that it was taught to us too. I mean, think about it. You get out in the fleet, and well, I know you guys run the band, but as a guy who was in a grunt unit while I was in security forces, but we would goof around and do stupid stuff. But the minute we had to be serious,
Oh yeah.
well,
You knew how to
we
turn
were
it on.
serious.
yeah,
Yeah.
You could go from laughing to I'm ready to kill somebody because that's
yeah,
what you gotta do in
Mm-hmm.
half a second. So,
Yeah.
but that's train. That's in
yeah.
us. That's just
Well, you learn how to keep a straight face even
Yeah.
when
yes, we
like
do.
now we can sit here and laugh, but even my kids and my wife and other people tell me, they're like, I can't tell when you're being serious or you're fucking with me. And I was like,
Yeah.
but that's the
That's
point.
because we can
It's
do
like,
it.
it's like, I mean, literally something could be, I'll sit here and laugh like on this, but other people will sit there and, I mean, something's funny and I'll just be like,
Mm-hmm.
When this
Yeah.
is over, I'll tell you a story off camera.
Right. Brian was saying that everything's black and white, and too many people have gray areas, and that's 100% true. Yeah. 100%.
That is true.
The oh crap, I was gonna say something, it left me. That's my short-term memory there. Yeah.
I think we all have that. I can't remember crap. I can remember from long ago.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Oh man. So the reason that I had to, well, I didn't have to, but the reason that I got out was because uh people didn't appreciate uh my directness. We'll say directness. Yeah, they didn't appreciate it, and then there were too many complaints, and I got a NIPLOC, non-punitive letter of caution from the CG, and the sergeant major is the one that actually gave it to me, like read it to me, and she was like, "Oh, I heard you're retiring. Is that true?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Okay, the CG will be happy to hear that." I was like, "Yeah, I bet he is."
I mean,
I think we have
it's just
that now.
scary.
I don't think it's by accident. But yeah, that's
yeah.
one
Didn't
of
didn't they
one
ask
of
you
the
if you
reasons.
wanted to retire sooner?
Well, she asked me if she goes, do you need to because I was like, this was like, say, November. I can't remember exactly when it was, but I was retiring in February. And she was like, now, do you need to leave early? Like, go out on Skill Bridge. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And she's like, I mean, we can work it out. I'm like, no, I'm good. I can sit in my office and keep my mouth shut for the next couple of months. We're good. Don't worry about it.
Right.
She's like, okay.
That's funny.
Pinky swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just would have expected that kind of attitude in the Corps.
Yeah. Well, it's different. It is
Oh,
different
I've heard.
nowadays.
Yeah, I've heard a couple stories from Andrew while he was at the School of Music, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Are you kidding me?" And he's like, "No." Well, I didn't see him. It was just over the phone, and I was like,
Yeah.
I could just see him shaking his head, like, "No." I'm
There-
like,
there
"You've got to be kidding me."
There is some interesting stuff that went
Yeah.
down close to the
I mean,
end. And it's got to be the same as, those old crusty master gunnies that were in, when we were first coming in. They were probably
Yeah.
thinking the same thing. It's just the age difference got to me, and I couldn't relate. And I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore. And it wasn't the young Marines, like the Lance Corporals and stuff. It wasn't the Lance Corporals. It was like
Yeah, because
staff
they were still
sergeant.
in fear. Yeah, the young ones were still in fear, and you
Yeah.
got these young ass freaking 6-year staff sergeants and crap like that
Yeah.
ought to be. I mean, that's one of the biggest problems. And I mean, it was with our field, but
Well, all the fields are starting to get like that.
yeah, but I mean, it's almost like we're setting ourselves up for failure.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I'm hoping
your
it's
staff NCOs and stuff like that. There's got to be a difference. There's got to be some kind of there's got to be an age change. I don't even know. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's got to be. You can't have a damn 24-year-old gunny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
okay, what do you? I mean, what have you experienced? What do you have? I mean,
it's not like what life experience. We could just boil it down to what Marine Corps experience have you had?
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there is a difference in, every Marine Corps experience is different, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a young guy, now don't get me wrong, there's been some incredibly talented Marines that got promoted really fast, like meritoriously promoted like almost every rank, and went on to do, sergeant major and doing great things for the Corps. But not everybody's like that. The majority are not, and most people are introverts. They're not extrovert, and then they don't learn the traits of being an extrovert because in the military, I'm sorry, you got to be an extrovert. Even if you are an introvert, you got to be an extrovert.
Well, at that point, you have to have leaders and you have to have followers. It's just how it all works out. I mean, it just is what it is.
Yeah, very true.
But
and in the unit I served in, could you imagine us telling somebody, "Will you please stop?" And just didn't work.
I may have yelled a little more than I needed to.
It's okay.
But it's definitely the same treatment that I got when I was growing up in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
If I screwed up, I got my butt chewed. And I would much rather have a butt chewing than paperwork any day of the week.
Absolutely.
Well, see, that's exactly what we all came up as.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, an ass chewing. Yeah, it hurt while you were getting it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, get the hell out of my office.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever.
And then it was water under a bridge, right?
Yeah, and then you having to put the old black Skillcraft clicky pen on a damn piece of paper, that hurt. If you signed a page 11 or something like that, that crap hurt. Now I don't think it hurts. I don't think it has the effect that it. I maybe it does. I don't know, but I'd much rather get my ass handed to me than sit there having to sign a piece of paper.
Yeah. Well, I mean, depending on what piece of paper, it can be pretty, pretty extensive. Yeah. One of these days I'm gonna scan the my nip lock and I'm gonna put it on here for everybody to read because it's pretty hilarious. Yeah. It's the only counseling I've ever seen where the word F was in the counseling, like in quotations.
Oh,
it was. Yeah, because I said, well, F if I know, of course I didn't say the F, I said the whole thing.
Yeah, we know.
Like, F if I know, it's your job. You're supposed to tell me what it is. And I told the Marine to go back, and man, That did not go over well.
Oh my goodness. That's someone who's going to get out of
Yeah,
the Marine
smaller
Corps.
units
Be
always
mad
kept
at
it
the
in
Marine
house. Yeah,
Corps.
Yeah.
yeah, you're
I
right.
mean, I'm all
You're right.
about.
And then whine the whole time.
Yeah. I'm all about treating people fairly
Sure.
and not just being a freaking raging lunatic 24 hours a day. But it's
Brian's right.
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
I mean, there's a time and a place, right? I always told people that when you got your butt chewed, it was not it's not personal. It's somebody upset about something you did in a moment in time. That's all it is. And for
Yeah.
me, I could chew somebody out, and 5 minutes later, I'm over it. I'm out the door because I said my piece. You're either going to
Yeah.
fix it or you're not, and I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to be fine.
Right.
But a lot of people aren't that way. I mean, I've had some good butt chewings over my career. Thanks, Gunny, by the way. And I'm talking to
Who
you,
was that?
Mike.
Man, I never chewed you out.
Whatever. I don't want to take. I
No.
don't want to. This is Cat, Carlene. She's watching. Cat had to come visit. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Supply, we had more gain than, but when we deployed, it all changed. And what a difference in the way people were treated. Way more respect. Yeah, that's true.
We know when to turn it on because you do what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it works. You know?
It is.
She is rubbing on the phone.
I was
with
going to
TikTok.
say, they got to be doing this while they're watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor TikTokers. I don't even know if anybody's actually watching, to be honest with you. I see people come in and out, but nobody sticks around really. I don't know. I got one. It says one is sticking out. And I have 3 on the let's see, what is it? On the face pages. So Brian obviously is one of them. Now Brian has a podcast as well. Was it Every Day is a Saturday? I think is the name of it. And he does a couple other things as well. Brian, tell us what all you do podcast wise. Because I know you do several different things. What did he say? Peacetime was way different than combat time. I joined in 2000 and in 2003 it all changed. Yeah. No kidding. Yeah. Every day's a Saturday. I did get it right. Look at there.
Okay.
USMC veteran. Yeah. And that, but you do another podcast, or is it just like an episode? And Divisive Measures podcast. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Brian's a busy man. He's got all kinds of podcasts he's doing down there. Up there. Where are you at, by the way, Brian? I don't remember. I talk about the division is being put into the country. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember seeing that. Yeah. So he has a podcast where he talks about the division. It's in the country and stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty good, actually. Yeah, I recommend it. Everybody needs to go check it out. That would be Divisive Measures podcast. So it's a good podcast. Southern California, that's where you're from, or that's where you live? I don't know. Anyways, what else?
I just got an alert on my phone that said former President Joe Biden just underwent surgery for cancer.
Really?
Yeah, it just popped up on my local news app. Dang. For what, I don't know, but
Brian said both.
Both. I like it.
California.
We've heard that once or twice.
He's a mini Mark.
Yeah, you're out there with Mark. Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Sergeant Major.
I mean, it's a beautiful state. I just couldn't handle it.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
I did.
The traffic You can have it.
You think I admitted I had anger issues earlier? Because you just imagine the anger issues I have in California. I'm
Hell, I
my
won't
kid's
lie to you.
grown.
I won't lie to you, man. Every time I go up to Knoxville, I'm like, does anybody up here know how to freaking drive?
Oh, they're dumb as shit.
I'm
I
like, are you
mean,
freaking out of your mind? It's freaking, you're in the 4 lanes and you're in the far right lane running freaking
hey,
55. And I'm like, are you
you want to
kidding
know?
me? I mean,
You want to know what's funny, Mike? If that's all out of towners, all the people who live in Knoxville are going the back roads.
good Lord.
Because
People make you spin twice and flip 3 times.
what's funny is where I live. I took the highway, it would take me longer than me going down back roads to your house.
Yeah.
Like if you were
No, I
staying,
go, yeah.
if you were down there at the campus, I mean, I've got 3 ways I can go, and one's 10 minutes, one's 12 minutes, and one's 13 minutes.
Yeah.
It just depends which one has traffic I'm
Yeah.
going to avoid.
Yeah. My daughter, she doesn't, that's what her and her boyfriend, they never take the main, the highway
No.
or anything no. Because I'll say something, she goes, why did you go that way, Dad? I'm like, well, what way was I supposed to go?
Because you don't know the area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She goes, no. She goes, you got to go down there and then cut across. And then I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just following old Jeepus at that point
Yep.
where it's
Yeah.
telling me to go.
Brian says he stays at home often. I will tell you, when I was in Southern California, anytime, because I lived on Camp Pendleton, and I was okay on Camp Pendleton. Like,
For sure,
I was
that's
fine.
easy.
I was with people that I felt comfortable with. I could go to the exchange. I could go to the commissary. I had everything I needed. But every now and again, the wife would be like, hey, we got to go out in town. And I'm like, oh,
Yep.
every time. It's
You
just
got to
like,
go to Walmart or something. Yeah, it's like, oh
oh,
my
man,
God,
I
no.
hated going out in town.
Yeah.
Hated it. But I do the same thing here. I'm in Salisal, which is a fairly small town. What do? I sit in my house. I don't go anywhere. Like the furthest I venture out is I'll go to the grocery store, which is literally a block, 2 blocks away, right? And then I will go across town to the free air pump to fire up my tires because it's
Because you
free.
ain't paying for it.
That's right. If it's free, I'm going to get the free one.
That's why I go to Sam's.
Hey, being stationed on the East Coast wasn't bad. I enjoyed Lejeune and Virginia both. Yeah. Lejeune was good. I really did enjoy Lejeune. Everyone says how much they hate it there, but I enjoyed it.
Well, I know that just when I was there, there wasn't much in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
It's
But
grown a lot.
well, I've heard my buddy's son's a Marine over in New River.
New River, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the town of Jacksonville is huge. I mean, it's really big. Now, it's not like tall like a big city would be, but it's like growing out like big time.
Spread out.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And they have every like big name department store and every big name restaurant chain, and
they should with all the military guys.
Oh yeah, I mean they take care of them, and I don't think the mall is any good still. I think the mall is. I think that's everywhere though. Really, the malls are kind of going out.
We got one mall here in Knoxville. We had 2. It's now an Amazon distribution center. It got torn down into that, and Westtown Mall's still there. It's still active, but they've done things to keep themselves pretty good. So,
oh man, you missed out on 29 Palms. Man, that sucks.
They changed his orders, and he got to go to Pendleton. Hey, 29 Palms, man, that was a good time. That was a good time. Now, tell you what, I'll never forget the standing out like you polish your boots. Get them all
watch them get all hazy real quick.
Oh my God, you walk outside and it's just like gray. It's just like no shine whatsoever. It's like, man, I put 2 hours worth of work into these daggum boots. Or marching, we'd march up the to go to the parade deck, and as we're marching up the hill or whatever, you'd see the black flag flying, and you're like, yeah. and then they pull it down and throw up the green flag, and you're like, no. It was horrible.
Yeah, they changed that sucker in a heartbeat. It didn't go from like black to red or yellow. It went to green. It's like, are you kidding me?
They didn't play any games. It went straight to green. They were like, no, you're doing this ceremony, pal. Get out there.
And they made sure on that parade day, on that freaking CG's field too, that they just had the damn Bandini sprinklers spraying it that morning.
Oh God, yeah.
Before you got up there, and you're freaking standing there and
it smells so bad.
Smelling freaking crap water freaking bake up out of the ground while you're standing there.
Yeah, and then the parade deck is slanted like this, so you're leaning.
Yeah, you got to lean,
or you're marching and you're marching sideways. You know. Yeah. Oh my God, it was horrible.
Yeah, sound off, son of a bitch.
Can't ever say
it's still the same though.
Did that?
Well, I'm sure they didn't change it.
I'm glad they haven't, because everybody needs to feel that pain.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I laugh, because Hollywood Marines. I know. They like to say they climb Mount Mother.
Yeah.
And I go, well, I'm a real Marine. I still climb Mount Mother, so get over it.
I never went. I've been to Paris Island one time. One time I went to Paris Island. That was for Nate's retirement. That was the only time I've ever been.
And you're like, I never want to come back.
That was pretty much it. Yeah, I was like, I'm good. I saw it. I saw it, and I'm good.
The thing was, I actually saw something on, maybe it's something one of you guys posted not too long ago, but they were talking about when you were in San Diego. I mean, you guys all talk about the airport.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what time of day it was. There was always noise.
Yeah.
You probably heard it in the barracks, and the recruits are trying to sleep. There's probably freaking jets taking off. And that was the one thing about Paris Island.
He said he'd take mountains every time. He couldn't deal with the fleas. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'll take mountains too.
But that was the one thing about Paris Island. That place went freaking silent.
Yes, it did.
Absolutely silent. There was no jet noise, no car noise. No.
All you heard was the insects outside.
Yep.
Yeah. No, you didn't hear insects in San Diego.
Black.
Yeah.
You heard the jets as they would come into the airport there.
Yeah.
And they'd take off. They call it the San Diego pause. So if you were a recruit, every time that a plane would take off, you couldn't hear anything, right? So the drill instructor would just tell them to scream. So as it's taking off, they're screaming. And then, it's like every time. And then it plays mind games with you. You're in the barracks as a recruit. You can see the planes coming in and out, and you're like,
"Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Man, I want to leave. This is ridiculous. Why am I here?" Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it would seem like you had a damn escape almost. But Paris Island's like, I have no idea where the hell I'm at on this freaking place, man. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you which way.
That causeway is actually really long too. Was it like 3 miles or something?
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Well, you know what's great? Once you get on Paris Island, if you don't know how to get off, it's scary because you have to deal with those alligators and snakes and no thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I ain't trying to escape there.
Brian said he would go on a plane wherever it's going. And he's from Southern California. He's like, I'll go anywhere. Nice. I like it. Yeah, makes sense to me.
Go find his podcast.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Brian, his story's on there too somewhere. I'll have to find out what number it is. I don't remember, but
and just text me when you figure it out.
All right.
I'll go listen to it if I haven't already done it. I like to go back and listen to them sometimes.
It would take us out to March at night just to watch the planes go. That's funny.
That's good. That's good.
I like that. There's no end to the things that drill instructors come up with.
Play. Oh, I know.
One of my favorite things to do was put the recruits in the bed.
On the third floor and throw
No,
mattress
no,
out, so you got a minute to get them back upstairs. You know, and full well they can't do it. Yeah.
I never did anything like that. No, what I would do is I'd put them in bed. So the rule was you had to stay on deck for 15 minutes after lights went out. So you had to walk around on the deck for 15 minutes as they're going to sleep, right? So what I would do is I would put them in the racks, and then lights would go, and then I would walk up and down the squad bay, but I would talk crap to them the whole time. I'd be like, yeah, I bet you're missing mama right now. And then I'd start just coming up with all kinds of stupid stuff. And it's the funniest. Oh man, I guess I shouldn't say this, but it's the funniest thing to hear is grown men bawling like babies in their racks. I did that every night. It was awesome.
That's sort of kind of awesome though.
Yeah, they didn't like me. It's all good.
That's okay. You're not supposed to light your DIs
No.
until after you graduate anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Now, I will say that my first 2 cycles, I was probably the worst drill instructor on the face of the earth. I mean, that's what I felt like. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. I got hazed. I got treated like crap. I mean, it was horrible. And then my 3rd cycle rolled around, and I was like, no, I ain't playing that game no more. So I was just a complete and total a-hole to everybody. It didn't matter if it was a drill instructor or if it was a recruit. I was an a-hole to everybody.
And all of a sudden, you were a good one, right?
I was. Yes.
Yeah.
I was a good drill instructor then.
Because
It was
that's
pretty,
what they expect.
it's pretty funny how
Well,
that
I'm
works.
sure it's got to take time to find your place and find
Oh, yeah.
what the hell am I really supposed to be doing here. I mean,
Or
you would
Well,
think
it's-
3 months you'd figure it out, but I can imagine it's not that easy.
Well, so my first cycle, when I came in, I was there for pickup on my first cycle, but I left for 5 weeks, I think, because I went to the swim course. So the instructor course. So I was gone for 5 weeks, and then I came back. Well, they didn't teach me anything because they were like, well, what's the point? You're going to be gone for 5 weeks anyways. So they didn't teach me. So my next cycle rolled around, and so my first cycle, there were 5 drill instructors. I was the junior drill instructor. My next cycle, there were 4 drill instructors. I was the junior drill instructor. And that's when I finally said, no, I'm not playing. I'm just going to be an a-hole to everybody. So my 3rd cycle, there were 3 drill instructors. I was the junior drill instructor.
you were the a-hole.
Every cycle. It was like for a year straight. That's what I did. I mean, I was the junior guy on every team. Yeah. And then I went to the swim tank, staff and COIC at the swim tank. And then I did that for a year. And then when I came back, thanks to a certain Mark O'Loughlin that's here, I came back as a senior. So I never did what do they call it? J cycle or experienced hat or whatever you call it. I never taught drill. And that's the one thing that I'm like, oh, I know how to do that. Yeah, I didn't get to do it.
That's fine. Well, I think I told you, but the best time in boot camp was when heavy, the meanest DI I had, who had me on a quarterback deck every day. He called us up front with 4 other guys and took his little Listerine bottle that was not Listerine and took a swig and handed me it, and I took a swig, and then when he was all done, he said, "Now we're drinking, buddy." I was like, okay,
Nice.
that was a proud moment, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't care.
Yeah. It's a good point.
Yeah, I could just see you just tormenting them at night after they hit the rack. You were probably, I could just hear it now.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the highlights of being a drill instructor for me.
Yeah, because I know in my platoon we only had 3, a senior, and 2 others. But
Yeah.
it seemed like we only ever got male. It was when what everybody calls the heavy, but he was no, the senior never he would toss out male, but he would get it out. He would sit there and go through everything in front of everybody, but he wouldn't give it to us. He would give it to, I guess what everybody calls the heavy.
Yeah.
And he would literally sit there, and we'd sit on a quarterdeck, and he would be going through letters and stuff, and be like, he'd smell it. If you had a girlfriend put, like perfume on it or something, and my wife now, my wife now, which was my girlfriend at the time, sprayed. I don't even know what the hell it was. Every letter she would spray perfume on it, and every time and she would write. She wouldn't use a freaking black or blue pen. It was a pink pen.
Yeah.
To write everything, and as soon as he saw it, he'd be like, and he'd sit there, and he's like, McNanny, and he'd chuck it at, and then he'd be doing what you were doing exactly, Andrew. That at night, he'd be walking through, saying shit, and he goes, "Hey, McNanny, let me smell that letter again." And I had a top rack, and so I'd be jumping off, and I'm trying to see in the dark, trying to unlock my damn Foot Locker, and he goes, "What the hell's taking so goddamn long?" I'm like, and you try to speed set it, so in the morning, you try to jump it, get 2 out of the 3, so you could just kind of like that and yank it,
Yeah.
And they figured all that crap out too, which I'm sure you did also.
Well, that's why you went around and you made them put it on 0.
Yeah.
Like the first fire watch, you'd make them go around and put all the locks on 0, and then the last fire watch, you'd make them do the same thing.
Oh, they get back up and try to change it.
Yeah, and it wouldn't work. They'd have to go through the whole thing.
Yeah. I just remember that. He's like, McNanny, let me smell that letter again. I was like, sure, yes, sir.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Well, shoot, man, we've been on here for quite a while. You guys want to do some words of wisdom and then
Sure.
call it for the night? All right. We're going to do words of wisdom. All right. Let's see here. I don't have any words of wisdom, nor do I ever.
You never do.
Yeah. I'm not a very wise guy.
No.
I'm a wise guy, but not a wise guy. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll go first. This is just from personal heart today. I ain't looking nothing up. Here's all I'm going to say. Even when times get tough and life gets hard, keep looking up. Keep going. You'll get through it.
Yeah. Good words. I like it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm getting slapped in the face.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, Jim. I'm laughing at the cat.
I know. I saw the tail smacking in the face.
This is
I laugh at that too. I
this
was
is
going to
Baby.
say something. We're
She's,
still alive.
This is Baby. She likes to perch on my shoulder. She really likes to perch on my shoulder when I'm taking a dump. That's one of her favorite things to do, is perch on there. Yeah. I don't know why, because it doesn't smell pleasant, but she comes in there and she'll hang out with me. Yeah.
Oh, so it's me?
Yeah, well, there is only you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought maybe Baby had words of wisdom. I was waiting to see if she's like, yep, see it right there.
Yeah. Did you see it? Yeah.
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 All right. This is from Confucius.
Ooh, Confucius. Okay,
by 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is the noblest. Second, by imitation, which is always the easiest. And third, by experience, which will always be the bitterest.
Wow. Yeah. You're not wrong.
I'm sure he didn't say it exactly like that, but that's how it's written.
That's
so
okay. It makes sense. So
it does make sense. Well, shoot, you guys got anything else you want to say before we close this one out?
No, I think we had a gambit of topics we talked about.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on and doing this. I appreciate you. It was good talking to you. I think we had a good discussion. But just like we were talking about earlier with 22 a day, there are, you got to reach out and talk to somebody. That's what we've been talking about. But there are resources out there, and you can always count on the VA. You can dial 988, press option 1. You can always text 838-255, or you can go to veteranscrisisline.net. Click on that chat icon. Any of those options will put you in contact with somebody that can help you out. But remember, one veteran life lost is one too many. I care about you. I know Mike and Jim cares about you. The whole veteran community cares about you. So please reach out for help. And if you're out there, you're not struggling, reach out to the buddies you serve with, ask them how they're doing. And if they need that helping hand, please give it to them. All right, guys, seriously, can't thank you enough. You guys make the podcast. If it wasn't for you, it would just be me rambling, and nobody wants to hear that. So thank you again. To all the listeners, stay motivated, change your socks.
Thanks for tuning in to the Lost Art Project Veterans Voices podcast. Our mission? Simple. Preserve history, one veteran story at a time. If you'd like to support this work, consider making a donation or sponsoring an episode. Every contribution helps us capture and share more stories for future generations. You can learn more and give at thelostart.podbean.com or by clicking the link in the episode's description. Stay motivated, change your socks, and remember, every story matters.